Hey beautiful soul, Alice here. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. This channel is about all things positive and uplifting, and most importantly, living a life where our dreams are in sync with our realities. If you want to see videos on these topics, subscribe, hit that bell button, and without further ado, let's dive into today's topic. It's that time of the year, that time of love, of spreading joy, of being around your family and friends. You know, that warm and fuzzy time of year? It's the perfect time to talk about the spirit of giving, generosity, and how one decision, one simple act of kindness can save lives and make the world a better place. Have you ever wanted to stop poverty, stop hunger, help people who don't have access to education? Well, when's the last time you did something about it? I mean, really did something about it. Today, I want to talk about the story of Cynthia Kersey and the Unstoppable Foundation. In 2006, Cynthia Kersey was invited to a conference in Kenya. At the conference, there were about 400 women who came from East Africa. These women shared stories more or less the same, stories about people living in poverty and hunger, stories about mothers having to make these difficult decisions for their children just by virtue of where they were born. In the Masai Mara area, 66% of the women and children die prematurely. One-third of the kids under the age of 5, they stunt growth because of malnutrition. And little girls the age of 12 to 13 are often forced into early marriage, marrying guys who are the age of their fathers, in exchange for 2 to 3 cows. When she heard these stories, a little voice inside her said, "Hey, you should do something about this." But a louder voice said, "This problem has been going on for generations. Who do you think you are? What do you think you can do?" As the conference came towards an end, these women started to chant something, and Cynthia asked the translator to translate it. They were saying, "Please don't forget us." When Cynthia heard that, she made a decision, and she said, "I am going to do something about it." But she was just one person. What could she do? Her first step was she used her 50th birthday party as a fundraiser. She sold tickets to her birthday party, $100 per ticket, and she ended up raising 80 grand, which funded 2 schools in Uganda. And Cynthia thought, wow, if I can do this in one night, what if I put my mind into this? So what could she do next? She did some research, and she found out that there are a lot of well-meaning governments and organizations that spend millions of dollars each year building schools. However, in 3 to 5 years, most of these schools are sitting empty. It's because without water, girls have to travel back and forth to the nearest water source to fetch water, and it's an average of 6 to 8 hours per day. And without medical treatment, kids get sick a lot and they can't come to school. Also, without food, they can't focus even when they're in class. Last but not least, without an income, it will never sustain itself. She's only one person. What could she do? Where there's a will, there is a way. She found an organization in the Masai Mara with a model that worked, and she partnered with them. And together they created the Sponsor a Village program, which has a 5-pillar model that works. Here's how it works. Pillar number 1, education. The Unstoppable Foundation helps villages build clean, well-furnished classrooms. They provide textbooks, and management committees are elected to ensure participants. Pillar number 2, clean water and hygiene. The foundation teaches villages how to harvest rainwater and helps them build clean bathrooms. With clean water and health workshops, there's less waterborne diseases. Pillar number 3, food and nutrition. Schools provide nutritious lunches, and this helps increase health, attendance, and retention rate. They also provide agriculture workshops where people get to come and learn how to grow nutritious foods. Pillar number 4, healthcare. They have mobile health clinics, students are dewormed, and they also have health workshops. Pillar number 5, income training. There are groups and workshops that teach people about leadership, entrepreneur skills, how to budget, and how to manage their finances. These 5 pillars help make the education sustainable. What makes the Unstoppable Foundation so different is 100% of the donations go directly to the villages. Yeah, to the people that need help. It is a very empowering partnership, not the typical charity. It is about people working hand in hand because the villagers get to say what they want first. It's people helping people. When you look back at Cynthia's story, it all started with just one decision, one committed decision. She said, I am going to do something about it. And the result of this is over 80,000 people are receiving support to lift themselves out of poverty forever. And the impact, the indirect benefit of this will reach 10 million people in the next decade. I saw Cynthia share her story on stage at a live event a couple months ago, and I was just so moved and so inspired. I said to myself, I am going to do something about this. I'm going to donate money and find a way to share her story, the story of the Unstoppable Foundation, with as many people as possible. The first thing I did was I did a Toastmasters speech about Cynthia's story and the Unstoppable Foundation.
Today I want to talk about how to be unstoppable, what it takes to be unstoppable. So my first question is, have you ever wanted to stop poverty, to help people who live in hunger, who don't have access to education? Raise your hand. Good. Have you ever done anything? When's the last time you did something to make a change, took massive action to actually make a change?
I'll start.
Today, I would like to share the story of Cynthia Kersey and her Unstoppable Foundation.
The second thing I decided on was to make this YouTube video and share this story with you. And the third thing I did was I just started a holiday fundraiser. I'll put the link down below, be sure to check it out. The goal is to sponsor a village, and with $25,000 we'll be able to support 70 children and their families. That's about 350 people for a whole year. How awesome is that? So if you resonate with this video, please help share this video on social media, share it with a friend, and really check out the link. Every dollar counts. Let's give these kids a chance to get the support to lift themselves out of poverty, out of hunger. And like always, thanks for watching this video. I'll talk to you next time. With love and gratitude.